Good morning, colleagues. Good morning, colleagues. We continue on our work, so the floor goes to the head of the press service of the State Emergency Service, Nataliya Bystra. Good morning. In the eastern regions of Ukraine, in the close cooperation with local authorities and all the rescue services and communal services, the work goes on the restoration of the life support for settlement for populated centers, and these works are taking place on the territories liberated from the terrorists. As of today, partially the electric and gas supply in Avdiivka was restored, and also centralized heat supply in one residential block. The centralized water supply in Avdiivka is absent because of the damage done as a result of combat actions to Donetsk filter station. Similar situation with water supply is also in the city of Krasnogorivka, Mariinsky district, including drinking water. Water supply is also absent in the city of Marinka because the Petrovsky running water hub in Donetsk does not work. In Debaltsevo, because of the lack of electricity, running water pumping stations do not work, and the water pipe is also damaged. In Donetsk region, as a result of combat actions, 13 gas pipelines and 4 gas distribution points were damaged. And the examination and repairing works will be done after the combat action is stopped. Without electricity supply in the Donetsk region, 8 settlements in Shakhtarsk district, 2 settlements in Marinka district, and partially the city of Marinka and others are without electricity supply. Also, there's no electricity in the cities of Avdiivka, Debaltsevo, and Vuhlegirsk. The term where the electricity will be restored will be defined after the electricity equipment is inspected, and the necessary condition is the ceasefire and the stop in combat actions. 207 people in repairing brigades are fully ready to start work, and these are representatives of communal services and rescuers of the state service from emergency services and 78 units of machinery. In Luhansk region, the issues of gas supply to Novoydar district is under question, and the damaged pipeline Luhansk-Lysychansk is on the occupied territory. Besides, the territory is mined. The repair works, restoration works on the repairs of street gas pipelines of low pressure continue in Stanitsa Luhanska settlement. Also, there are restoration works concerning electricity networks in the settlement of Valuiska, Stanitsa Luhanska district, and the settlement Troitske, Popasna district. I emphasize that the emergency and restoration brigades of energy specialists and communal services of Donetsk and Luhansk regions work in close cooperation with pyrotechnical units, and only in Yesterday, our pyrotechnics have inspected 5 settlements in Artemivsk district, settlements Luhanska, Novoluhanska, Mironivska, Midna Ruda, 4 hectares of territory. They have found and confiscated 56 rounds of ammunition, among which were 4 artillery projectiles and 22 reactive ammunition units. Besides, over the last week, we have inspected the territories of the city of Slavyansk and settlement Semenivka, Slavyansk district, settlement Dmitrivka, and the towns Mykolaiivka, Mariupol of Donetsk region, and also the territories in Luhansk region, settlements Kamyshne, Tryokhizbenka, and Stanitsa Luhanska. In total, over the week, we have inspected 14 hectares of territory in the east of Ukraine, 168 rounds of ammunition were confiscated, including 42 artillery projectiles, 18 mortar mines, 25 combat grenades, and so on. Residents of settlements situated in the region of the anti-terrorist operation and also from the occupied territories continue to leave their homes, and we do not see recently the increase of the number of IDPs. Over the last week, 634 people went on their own to transit points of the state service on emergency situation in Konstantinivka and Slavyansk, including 11 kids of preschool age and 10 people with limited abilities. In the majority of cases, people leave the territories that are controlled by the Russian terrorists. All the people who came to the meeting points and regional headquarters got the necessary help, and after they decided where they should go, they were free of charge sent to their destinations, and they got dwellings for temporary living, and they got all the necessary social guarantees. For those who did not leave their settlements in the east of Ukraine, the rescuers, local authorities, and volunteers every day provide humanitarian support. This is not only foodstuffs, but also medicines, drinking and technical water, and construction materials to restore their dwellings ruined as a result of shellings. Last week, humanitarian help was given to residents of settlements in Donetsk and Luhansk regions, Yernak, Mayorska, Avdiivka, Drushkivka, Novotoshkivka, Rubizhne, Slavyansk, and in total, the rescuers, together with the Red Cross, have delivered into those settlements over 20 tons of foodstuffs, 9.5 tons of water, almost 1.5 thousand square meters of glass, and over 200 cubic meters of wood. Besides, humanitarian help for people who are still in Donetsk and Luhansk regions is constantly delivered by international organizations, one of which is the German Society of International Zusammenarbeit, and their regular batch. The recent batch of humanitarian help from GIZ was 46 tons of foodstuffs and also heat generators, gas saws, and also 14 tons of foodstuffs on the 13th of March has already arrived to Rubizhne.